This OnlyFans model has been in a coma since 1431. This is her story. In this alternate universe, Bayonetta hunts angels. We open the scene with two witches fighting on a Smash 4 stage. Weird how they made a whole video game based on that. We hear one of the witches, Joan, while the other is named Spoiler Territory, Bayonetta. They keep fighting until they fall. Fast forward to what I think is the present day, I think. But wait, we see that same girl dripped out with a hat. Sus. I hope we get to see that hat again. Guys, I think we can talk this out. Never mind. Oh wow, they converted. We jump to a graveyard to see an Italian information broker, Enzo, urinating on a grave with Hideki Kamiya's name on it. Kinky. We jump to see my wife, Bayonetta, who is a nun in her off time. My kind of woman. Enzo talks about a person who is supposedly in the coffin that they are sacrificing to God. Eggman. No, not that Eggman. Gee, I can't wait to see this character show up. Bayonetta jumps into the portal into Purgatorio, which is why they are invisible in the real world. Chaos. Another word for Earth, but visible in the other. She then proceeds to give them all blue balls. Can't relate. Enzo begins to simp to the heavens. Where's my knight in shining armor? Oh, there he is. It's Radon. You'll get that reference in part 2. Badass bartender is here.
Next time you want your hands on me, you better make sure I'm dead.
Looks like Enzo is behind on his OnlyFans subscription.
Do you naughty little angels deserve a good spanking?
Yes? Then the best part of the whole game. She finally reveals. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Frank Sinatra is now in the game. More angel fighting, but more fighting angles. But then Radon proceeds to do a Beautiful Joe reference out of the park where Bayonetta finishes them off. Then my favorite quote.
As long as there's music, I'll keep on dancing.
Enzo then gets abducted by an even bigger boy, where Bayonetta follows up but ends up destroying his car. Shee! Angering Enzo.
You keep belly aching like that, and you're liable to wake Eggman from the dead.
Again, I can't wait for this character to show up. We then cut to Enzo driving Bayonetta on the highway, but she finds out that Enzo has been bugged by a informant. A large ass plane tries to hit Bayonetta and Enzo's car, but Bayonetta successfully witch times to hop on it. Oh no, it's the girl from the opening screen, showing us some pretty awesome moves. Extra. Another great angle. They both breakdance while attacking these angels, staying photogenic the whole time. I stan. She escapes, but Bayonetta brings Enzo back to Earth, avoiding the plane itself. While she remembers a little bit. We cut to Radon's Gates of Hell bar, as he warns how the worlds of Inferno, Paradiso, and Chaos are getting harder to distinguish. Plot twist, he's also a weaponsmith. Huh. That rose looks familiar. He gives her a new pair of dripped out guns named Scar-Bearer Fire. Thank you. She wants to find out more about her past, and even wanting to fight more stronger foes, while Radon warns her that they aren't going to wait for her to finish a round. We cut to Bayonetta flying to Europe all the way back from New York, where Enzo tells her about the right eye of the world. She's on a train now, and the title screen finally shows, getting everyone hyped with the music.
The time has come to awaken the eyes of the world. I'll always see to it no harm comes to it.
Well, that is totally not important for the next game. We arrive in Vigrid, the supposed town closest to Paradiso. Oh, he's just here to say that their fights and purposes are separate. You know, if he gets in her way, she might
Bust a cap in yo ass.
Oh no. More angels to fight. No problem. Oh my. Now that's a problem. Psych! Afterwards, we need to walk on the walls to pass. If only there was something that could help us. Not that! Not that! It's the crazy ex again, showing off her stuff. You know when your ex is watching, you turn into Keanu Reeves from the court? Yeah, that's this girl.
Forgive me. Do we know each other?
Oofed. Bayonetta, you savage. I like it. The red girl surprises Bayonetta having stolen her Umbran watch, and now her ex is surfing on her motorbike. Shee! No stunt double needed. She gives it back? She's so toxic, what the hell? Jokes, I love you, red girl. Bayonetta remembers that her name is John, and they fought before.
Then allow me to face the outcast.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Twitter's watching, John. You ain't gonna say that in... Oh wait. It's not 2022 here. Bayonetta accepts her challenge, but the memory cuts off there. However, she remembers that she forgot to offer her Oculus. Now she walks on walls. Imagine this in Genshin. We then cut to a new scene where we see A simp. Meet Luka, who's been tracking down Bayonetta all the way from New York. Remember that car? He even knows what perfume she has.
Fleur de ciré, eau de parfum.
Goals.
You know, in the language of flowers, rosemary equates to remembrance.
I think I'm gonna have to remember that line. Looks like when Luka was young, he saw Bayonetta rip his dad apart when she was awakened. Quite kinky. But also, could be a foreshadowing. Oh no, more angels. Don't worry, she has plot armor. Bayonetta makes her way to a church where we see... Aw, she looks familiar. But she unlocks more memories of that girl, singing with her imprisoned mom. Wait.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars.
Is that my boy's mixtape? In the 1400s? Frank got that de-aging cream. Uh-oh, a dragon angel. Unlocking more of her memories. But then she seismic tosses the Charizard with the church. Poetic.
If I was your child, I'd be an awfully ugly witch, wouldn't I? Yours is a face only a mother could love.
That was a pretty hard burn. But he has another burn up his sleeve. Watch what you say, kids. But Bayonetta does what anyone would do. Use surf. Again, the angles. But she ends up in an underground lava pit, which she gets out of. And now we see the Charizard again, but this time at the Coliseum. He warns that they need that little girl alive towards the end.
I forgot to mention one of the reasons I hunt your kind. You're much too ugly not to put out of your misery.
When I visit the UK, they better roast like that.
Mark off, featherface.
And like that. But Bayonetta easily sweeps this guy, literally. And my favorite, she watched the last episode of What If. Charizard then reveals that Bayonetta is a prophecy, and that there is a god that he is willing to sacrifice himself to, Jubileus. It's that voice again.
I'd better have got frequent flyer miles for that flight.
This is why I love you. We're now at the Sunrise and Crescent Valleys, where it all started. She finds her lipstick, which Luka used to lure and take photos of her. Wow, that sounds quite bad. Don't do this in real life, kids.
The name is...
That little girl. I've seen her somewhere.
She's the key to our future. Huh. Yeah, I don't think so. He still believes she killed his dad. Oh? Oh! Do you forgive her now, Luka? She makes her way across the valley, but it gets cloudy. Now who could possibly be leading me here?
It is time to finish that fight.
It's always the ex. And now she wants to fight again. Huh. So it seems like John is intentionally interfering. Wait a minute.
You and I once fought for the jewel upon the crown of the Umbra throne.
Wait, aren't you the heiress regardless? Always have been. This better have a remix in Bayonetta 3. And this was made in 2008. These fight scenes are god tier. Alright, at this point, you can just tell she wants her back. Tell her how you feel, John.
This is a waste of my time. You're still not ready.
Nope, not like that. But we remember how to turn into a panther. Now, we're at a dungeon, following a little girl. That should not have come out of my mouth. And now for the most modded scene in history. Bayonetta saves a little girl. More angles!
You've been cheating on me, haven't you?
Yes, please punish me to your heart's content. But now this little girl thinks Bayonetta's her mommy. Fun fact, we don't even know who voiced this little girl, even today. The little girl reveals her name to be Cereza. That has no significance in the future whatsoever. Lol. But she's so cute. Must protect.
Got it?
Okay, Mommy.
But now, she's held by Bayonetta? Oh no, she's sus. 2 Bayonettas? I love this. They proceed to have a dance battle for some reason. I ain't stopping them. I really enjoy this. Hahaha. She was actually an angel in disguise this whole time, but we beat her anyway. Now we take the portal back to see Luka on the bridge, protecting the little girl. And my favorite line.
Look at me. Do I look like I have any interest in children? Now making them, well, that's another story.
I love her. I love her so much. But for some reason, she can see Bayonetta, even when she's in Purgatorio. We end up fighting another big boy, but we kill him with fire, cause why not? But look, her crazy ex is back. This time stalking. Again. Just FaceTime at this point. Oh yeah, it's 1951. Not sure how that'll be retconned in the next game. But she ends up in Paradiso, aka heaven. Looks like she's fighting a boat and a volleyball. They got everything in heaven. But now she's back in that hall. In her memory. In heaven. Yeah, I don't get it either. Just kidding. This is basically that room, reconstructed. But the Paradiso dimension. She finds a small carved object to see the little girl. But it's also labeled. Wait. So her crazy ex knows that little girl I just met. What a coinkydink. I bet they get along nicely.
Tentacles. Why did it have to be tentacles?
Nice. It's kind of my thing. We cut to the real world where the little girl is exploring with Luka, who thinks Bayonetta put a spell on the little girl.
If she did anything to this little girl's parents, I swear.
Heh. More like what didn't she do? Aw, I just want to take care of her. Luka asks if that cat is her friend, to which she responds,
His name is Cheshire. He's cute, isn't he?
huh, that's what Bayonetta has been calling him. Sus. Oh no, they are being attacked by angels. Where she calls Bayonetta. She comes in the most efficient and safest way possible, in the last second. Looks like the little girl can use magic, and gave Luka some fresh drip, so he can see the invisible Bayonetta. He thinks back and ponders if he missed out on seeing angels during his father's death. He runs with Cereza, but Bayonetta comes in clutch with the no-scope long-distance headshot, with her heels. She's perfect. An earthquake happens, and now it's time for Luka's time to shine. Never mind. Bayonetta ain't no simp, except for one. But now they are attacked by dead applications, destroying Cheshire's eyes. Huh. I'd wonder if they make that foreshadow and symbolize someone. That'd be cool. But now, it's Bayonetta versus the Vine Boy, who she beats, again, and throws an Inferno. Before. Cereza explains how she wants to grow up to be just like her mommy. Just like Bayonetta. Huh. That seems familiar. Bayonetta surprises Luka and Cereza, but then Luka explains the Lumen Sages and Umbran Witches and the whole lore of the Bayoverse, aka my job. Bayonetta then realizes she hit snooze for 500 years. How would you take that news? He explained the Eyes of the World, and how the leader of the Ithavolt organization has listed the Right Eye of Light on Amazon, but he more so wants to figure out the truth about his father's death. Little Cereza then brings out an Umbran watch which is frighteningly similar to the one that Bayonetta has. It looks like both of them shop at the same Rolex store. Bayonetta then has more memories of that little girl where her mom gives it to her. Little Cereza says that Bayonetta gave it to her on her birthday. Yeah, this child is crazy. Bayonetta then gives little Cereza some drip from her own ribbon that she wears around her neck. But then, Luka comes in clutch this time, but loses her and Bayonetta to the plane. Bayonetta explores the ship, and then encounters, you guessed it, the X. They fight, but this time, Bayonetta wants to go even harder with herself. Bayonetta finds little Cereza on the plane, and now tries to Nezuko her to safety. And Luka again comes in clutch with the Uber Plus XL. My boy's stacked. But now she has to fight a water lizard, who she beats while surfing. After that, she also beats Luka and Cereza to the Uber. She's fast.
Come now, we're VIPs. You know, nothing says you've made it in life like a private helicopter.
Or Uber X at this point. No, wait, actually, using a normal Uber. Oh gosh. I don't have any towels.
I'm looking.
Yes, Luka almost kills himself simping, but his Sigma male grind set comes in clutch. And my favorite scene.
Oh, fuck me.
What's wrong? Snake!
Oh, they're alive.
Welcome to my fantasy zone.
Get ready for
And after some Hideki Kamiya references to arcade games, they reach the city known as Isla del Sol. On a missile, things are looking great, and no one could absolutely mess up this view. Of course, she explains the whole story now. It's not like she could have said that earlier to save everyone's time. I'm kidding. She needed Bayonetta to be warmed up, ready to go. Killer instinct. She explains the forbidden law that Lumen sages and Umbran witches are banned from conceiving children together. I mean, it was the 1400s. She tells that it was broken 500 years ago when a child was born.
500 years ago, a child was born in clear violation of this tenet. That child was you.
Oh my, it's all coming together. That little girl is my sister. I should have known. So even back then, people didn't like people marrying whoever they wanted. Some things never change. John reveals that Bayonetta is an omen, where she cannot exist or else she will make the whole universe go haywire. I wonder how long till we see that. Bayonetta then realizes that John sealed her away, because she was the forbidden child and the left eye, at this point so far. But again, Luka comes in clutch and saves little Cereza. So now Bayonetta and John can fight to the death in peace. He saves the little one safely and calmly. Ah well, now it's time for the exes to solve this matter peacefully. Oh my, now's your time to show Never mind. While John is dying, she gets out her Stephen Grant and explains her real motive, to protect the left eye from darkness from the Lumen sages, but more importantly, Bayonetta being taken away by the enemy.
Do not fear your fate. Stand, Cereza.
Whoa. So my name is actually Cereza. Me and that little girl have the same name. Small world. Anyway, it looks like they were close friends as kids before she was sealed. Bitch, what the f did you just... No! She sends Bayonetta crashing into a building. But guess who comes in clutch again? Luka. Didn't you just die? Oof, the stunts. Well played, Luka. They find a door. For the last time, the voice hits Bayonetta once again, but the little one recognizes it as her father's voice. She chases her in, but now they are all separated. It's time for Victory Road. We even get to use these guns conveniently placed in front of our enemy. Nice. Bayonetta makes her way fighting more angels, and finally, the last boss, who has been in our head the whole time. The man behind the curtain is here.
Empty darkness, born from the shadow that grows longer as they approach.
Okay, I don't have any time for this. Wait, we missed out on some important things. Apparently, he's the last Lumen Sage in existence, and my boy looking good at 572. He's dripped out.
Could you dispense with the riddles and just tell me what these sodding eyes actually are?
Thank you. Okay, so basically, I can cut it down to a few seconds. He wants Bayonetta, the left eye of darkness, so he can extract her power in order to resurrect Jubileus, where he can use Jubileus's powers to bring the universe together and therefore create a new world. That sounds familiar. So at this point in the story, he's the right eye and needs Bayonetta, the left eye, to resurrect Jubileus. There's no way there's another party behind this. We find out that Bayonetta failed to save her own mother, which made her shook and not wanting to fight, which is why it was best for John to have sealed her. Oh look, Luka comes in clutch again! But this time he hears some terrible news. Baldur reveals that he was the one who lured his father to die by the hands of, you guessed it, angels at Bayonetta's coffin. If only you were possessed by another evil god who was just sent from the future because he didn't succeed in anything in getting the eyes of the world during this time and has been controlling your mind these past 500 years, I'd never forgive you. Okay, I forgive you. Bayonetta frees him, but damn, so close. They both fight, if that's what you even call it right now. But Baldur then absorbs the little Cereza for some extra drip. Now with these power-ups, you should be able to kill Bayonetta this time.
Don't fuck with a witch.
May Jubileus, the Creator, grace you!
Never mind. Bayonetta then takes back the little Cereza to her original time, knowing that it's her younger self. She uses the Eye of Agamotto, her Umbran Watch, to arrive back in the past.
There is nothing you cannot overcome.
The little one is more braver. Haha. I don't think that's gonna change a single thing. Looks like Bayonetta has regained her memories, so she goes back to the future. And now you've finished Wait, is that the left eye? Looks like teaching your younger self valuable life morals and life lessons that'll help them conquer their fears does actually change the future. Who would have thought? Since little Cereza learned to be more empowered with her time with present Bayonetta, she was able to fight through the witch hunts.
I'm not afraid anymore, Mummy. No matter what. There's nothing I cannot do.
Huh. kinda like that first battle we saw. So she was never sealed for 500 years, and therefore changed the future, which leads to Bayonetta and Baldur having active left and right eyes, all part of Baldur's ulterior plan. Of course, no one else. And now, it's time to resurrect God. But look, it's Bayonetta's ex, trying to save Bayonetta. John cockblocks Jubileus, but Baldur is okay with a semi-working Jubileus, cause why not? And now we finally get to see Jubileus, and damn, she thick, and can turn anything into anything, even angels. But more importantly, she gave us this angle. So Bayonetta is facing the god of Paradiso, who she out-thickens with the help of Sheba, an even thicker god, punching her into the sun, Bayonetta's biggest roast. By the way, this punch made Jubileus go this fast. I mean, that's fast, but not as fast as you can hit that like and subscribe button. I'll love you forever if you do. The credits come in. Oh wait, her ex. Looks like she did some Keanu Reeves. But now we gotta do something about the body. How about we punch it? Can't believe that worked. Oh look, it's like that scene we saw at the beginning. Nice foreshadowing. I like to think that 2 timelines were made, but it's likely that Brave Cereza changed the future, so there is only one timeline. Rest in peace to my multiversal war hopes. It cuts to Bayonetta's funeral back in New York. Comment F if you made it this far. Or if you are watching the premiere, you're a real one. Radahn, Enzo, and even Luka are here. But fear not, the nun is actually John.
This is the last time I cosplay.
And yes, Bayonetta is alive, and is back to fighting more angels. Thank God we didn't kill anyone who was possessed.
Let's dance, boys.